Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Valerie. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Let's get right into it. So, recently, Brad Pitt's daughter changed his surname for God knows why. Anyway, so guess what? His daughter has exposed him. So I'm going to react to a video on Spill Sesh to listen to the whole story, what it's about, and react to it. Let's get into it.
Have had eyes on their relationship since the start, and their separation has been one of the most talked about celebrity breakups, with ongoing media coverage and legal battles. And as their kids have grown older into adulthood, they've been able to add more to the story of Brad and Angelina, and it isn't looking good for Brad. The two began dating in 2005 and were married in 2014, and Angelina filed for divorce in 2016, and to this day they are still legally battling each other. They have been declared legally single, but are still battling custody and assets. The couple has 6 children together. 2 of them were adopted by Angelina prior to being with Brad, and he later adopted them as well. Brad has been in the headlines a ton over the years for his relationship with his children, as there's been a lot that's come out about the way that he's treated not only them, but Angelina as well. And this week, his past has been put back on display, as it was reported that their 18-year-old daughter, Shiloh, has filed to drop Pitt from her surname. She's requesting a new legal name, hoping to go simply by Shiloh Jolie. The documents were filed Monday, May 27th, which also happens to be Shiloh's 18th birthday. People found this extremely telling, that she was wasting no time. The minute she became a legal adult, she wanted to drop her father's last name from hers, leaving people to speculate further about the details of this family and Brad's relationship with his children. And this isn't the first time one of their kids has decided to leave Pitt out of their name. It was reported that in the playbill for the new musical The Outsiders, which their daughter Vivian helped Angelina produce, she's listed as Vivian Jolie instead of Vivian Jolie Pitt. And last year, while joining the Mu Phi chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority at her university, Spelman College, their eldest daughter, Zahara, introduced herself as Zahara Marley Jolie, leaving Pitt out of her name.
What's going on?
Last year, it came out how Brad's children might truly have been feeling about him for all of these years, as his eldest son's Instagram story was put out publicly by Daily Mail. It was a story from 2020, but it had surfaced last year, and it was a Father's Day post that he dedicated to Brad, but the things that he was saying in it were just, I mean, that's nothing that you want said about you, that is for sure. It was very clear where he stood in viewing his father, calling him out for his actions, and really sending a message that he does not like him. The full post read, "Happy Father's Day to this world-class a-hole. You time and time again prove yourself to be a terrible and despicable person. You have no consideration or empathy towards your 4 youngest children. You tremble in fear when in your presence. You will never understand the damage you've done to my family because you are incapable of doing so. You have made the lives of those closest to me a constant hell. You may tell yourself and the world whatever you want, but the truth will come to light someday. So happy Father's Day, you effing awful human being." I mean, truly, it was loud and clear how he felt about Brad in this post. He was not supporting him. He was calling out his actions, saying that his siblings literally are in fear of him. It was truly just...
Why? Hold on. Would you ever, if you were not in good terms with your dad, would you ever, first of all, wish them Happy Father's Day? And also call them out like in such a rude way? I wouldn't do it at all, bro. I wouldn't do it because, I mean, first of all, I don't like you. Why should I go ahead to waste my fingers to type in the first place? And I'm wondering what Brad did in the first place for him to be disliked by his children. Anyway.
so eye-opening for a lot of people to read this post. At the time, Daily Mail wrote, "A source has confirmed the private account does belong to Pax. It's the account he uses for friends from school mostly. He never says much about his parents, keeps himself to himself, so that was unusual." Pax did not say if there was a specific event that had sent him off or whether it was accumulation of years of tension. Last year, when this was revealed, a source close to Brad spoke to People saying, "It's been a sad situation for years," says the source. "Since Angelina filed for divorce, Brad has been focused on having the best relationship possible with his kids. It's been very difficult for him. Many times there have been long gaps where he didn't see the kids at all. He misses the kids when he doesn't see them," the source adds.
Wow.
"He still has many good things going on in his life. He has a positive attitude. He believes there will be a time when he has a great relationship with his kids again." Speculation in regards to why his relationship with his kids is strained dates back to 2016. The family boarded a private plane in September of that year, and during this flight, there was an alleged altercation between Brad Pitt and his then 15-year-old son, Maddox. It was reported that Brad had been drinking and that a heated argument escalated to physical contact. A few days later, Angelina ended up filing for divorce. Following the incident, the Los Angeles County Department of Children and Family Services and FBI launched an investigation over the incident. Both investigations concluded with Brad being cleared of any wrongdoing. The FBI closed its investigation, stating there was no case to pursue, and the Child Services investigation also concluded with 0 findings. Sealed FBI records were released, though, in 2022, detailing what happened in the 2016 incident that revealed what Brad allegedly did. Angelina told authorities that Brad had behaved like a monster on the jet. Maddox is said to have stood up for Angelina during a fight between his parents, and a source told People that it became a parent-child argument, which was not handled in the right way and escalated more than it should have. The two never publicly spoke out about the incident themselves, but Angelina did address her decision to leave Brad in a statement to People back in 2020, saying, "I separated for the well-being of my family," said Jolie. "It was the right decision. I continue to focus on their healing. Some have taken advantage of my silence, and the children see lies about themselves in the media, but I remind them that they know their own truth and their own minds. In fact, they are 6 very brave, very strong young people." The incident has played a major role in their custody battle over the years. Initially, Angelina had full custody of the children. At one point, Brad was allowed to have them 50% of the time, but that was basically changed when it became known that the judge in charge of the case was revealed to have close business relationships with Brad's lawyers. As a result, he was disqualified from the case, and custody was returned to Angelina.
Well, for me, I feel like the public is so much against Angelina, despite like them, she and the children trying to defend and speak out about the mistreatment they encountered and of everything from Brad. So, I mean, I don't know whether it's because Brad has more favor in the eyes of the public compared to Angelina, or because Brad is a male. Of course, when such situations happen, it's the male that gets to, live and defend himself more, and then the women are being looked down upon and all that because of their weakness.
With Brad allowed custodial visits only. And given what the documents alleged happened on the plane in that 2016 incident, it's best he wasn't granted partial custody. The things alleged in those documents are shocking and horrific, and it's no wonder his children have wanted to drop his name from theirs once reaching adulthood. Brad and Angelina are still in a very heated court battle against each other to this very day, though. It's a $350 million battle over Chateau Miraval, the vineyard they bought in France. It's also where they got married. But it seems any sentimental ties to this place have just been tainted by the fact that they have been enduring this rough legal battle with each other, and it is just, there's no way you could enjoy a place like that or even want to see it again or hear about it again once you're in this long, deep battle with somebody who you tried to divorce back in 2016. I mean, the fact that they are still dealing with each other to this very day is wild. Reportedly, they had agreed that neither one of them would sell their shares of the estate without the other's consent. This agreement was meant to ensure mutual control over the property and its associated businesses. In 2021, Angelina sold her stake, which Brad claimed violated their agreement, and so he filed a lawsuit against her, alleging that her sale of her stake was illegal and that it undermined the value and smooth operation of the winery business. His legal team argued that her actions were intended to inflict harm on him, given their messy divorce and custody battle. Angelina has argued that she has the right to sell her share of the property and that Brad's objections are baseless. And last year, in a filing, she called Brad a bully who acted emotionally, irrationally, and ultimately illegally over the vineyard. So things only continue to be a challenge as the years go on with these two. But as of right now, that is a lot of what has been going on and a update in the legal battles that they are facing with each other. As far as the kids go, it is clear that they are not in communication with Brad, but they are still very much a part of Angelina's life. She is doing projects with them and she is bringing them up in interviews, just gushing over them and how much she loves them and how well they're doing in life. She has recently celebrated her own birthday and all the kids were apparently present for her birthday that she had at her home. She just wanted something quiet with the kids. Hopefully sometime in the near future, this legal battle between Brad and Angelina can conclude and they can just go on their separate journeys in life, whether that be with their kids involved in both their lives or just Angelina's life. But it has been a crazy road. And the kids are growing up, they're adults now, and they're making their own decisions. They are telling the public how they are feeling about the situations that they've experienced. And even on that Instagram story that their son had shared, saying that the truth will come to light someday, it does sound like we will be hearing from them even more in the future.
All right, so I am very proud of Angelina, the fact that she is doing projects and always moving with both her biological and adopted children, which is very, impressive. I don't know why both the media and the public are so blindly when it comes to Brad Pitt's issues. Anyway, thank you so much for sticking with me throughout the video. Goodbye.